So, hey guys, today we're taking a look at Digimon Time Strangers and just in general, a bunch of, well, min-max related stuff. So, I am very much in the late game, and, well, there's a bunch of different farming methods, but the most efficient, like, yen farming strategy I've found is just fighting a high-level Digimon, basically, like, one of the Royal Knights, or probably the Olympus 12 would be not so bad, but I can exit out more freely from the Royal Knight. So if you were to just spec your entire team to beating a Royal Knight, you could do it like extremely fast. So I am on hard difficulty right now. And I mean, like, yeah, this is a pretty consistent one shot, and I kind of forgot to show like what you get from beating Lord Naima, but all right, let's get to it. If I get lucky, this could be a one shot, but all right, whatever. So here, 20,000 XP, 30,000 yen. If you one shot with a slide Digimon, I guess that would be more optimal for yen farm, but that doesn't matter because you get way more than enough yen anyways. And I have figured out that apparently the yen cap is around 10 million yen actually, and that's useful for just stat maxing. So stat maxing is the next thing we're going to be talking about here. So I have messed around a bit and I've found out some key details. So gonna share them with you, I guess. So as you can see, I have a lot of blue stats on this Digimon. So I was testing out stuff with just blue stats in general, and I need another low level Digimon actually. So let us pick this gold Numemon and then just move it around a little bit, I guess. So where's Citramon? Go back down. Sure. Oh, also, talent works kind of weird. So the reason I gained so much talent is because I did a ridiculous amount of farming, and this Digimon has just been chilling in my inventory for like forever. So if I were to do the same here, yeah, this goes all the way to 99 from, well, actually this one's already maxed to begin with, so that doesn't count. If we look at this, we're at 36 here, 36 talent, level 36. We go here this way. This goes to 100. If I go down, I don't gain any talent, but the amount of talent I believe that I would gain on Digivolution is still stored. So that's just weird, and I don't know what to say about this except that's a thing, I guess. So if we go here into, I believe, Coelamon, right? We gain no talent, and then we go here into Scorpiumon. All of a sudden, the talent is maxed here. So that's a thing. And then next, if we go do load enhancement, so we'll grab, well, first off, you can't do load enhancement on like max level Digimon. It just doesn't work. So if they're capped, that doesn't work. Just throwing that out there, I guess, but yeah. So we take this XVMon and we load, well, we'll just put this in, this XVMon here. Oops, wrong button. Okay. So this brings us to level 55 from XVMon, and then if we go here to Megamon, you'll see this is literally the same because talent matters a lot more than the stage of the Digimon for some reason. Like, if we have absolutely no talent, it would matter more if you're loading in mega level Digimon. It gives more, I guess. But talent just gives so much EXP that's one of the key things, I guess. If we care about blue stats, though, when we are doing the load, a higher level Digimon is better because you're basically using the stats, and well, you're using the stats you gain from level up to convert into blue stats. So Magnemon here is going to be a lot better than these lower level XVMons that I have over here. So that's how that works, I guess. And we'll go to this Sunomon I have here, if I can find it somewhere. My inventory is like a bit of a mess here. So we go Sunomon, and we'll load a Magnamon, right? And this will give me an absurd amount of EXP. Also worth mentioning, I guess, is depending on the stage of the Digimon, the amount of EXP you need to level changes. I guess that's worth mentioning. But yeah, if we go ahead and load this, so we'll load this in, right? You can see all these stats that flash yellow. Those are stats that increase. If you've noticed, the SP and HP can't increase because it's already capped. But I gain blue stats for attack, defense, intelligence, spirit, speed. All of those will actually gain stats, and here I'm going to go to my item inventory. We're going to go grab a Friendship S. I just have a couple, but we'll say. And we'll go here to Sunomon, and then this will increase the bond on Sunomon. The other way I could increase bond is by putting this onto the farm and then feeding it. I mean, that's fine too. Then we'll go to Digivolution here, and we'll go down to Punimon, and then we'll inherit some blue stats here as well. So I believe the attack was at 4472. So that gained like basically nothing from Digivolving, and just I guess what was it called? The Digivolution and Digivolution. But yeah, this is when we're I guess using a low kind of tier Digimon. As I increase the tier here, this will increase, I guess, the caps and also like just overall the stats of the Digimon. So we'll just go all the way to, I guess, Old Force Digimon, I guess. So let's do that real quick. Magdamon's fine also, I suppose. But yeah, let's go here. And just at the low levels, our stats are just going to be much higher and cap out a lot faster. So that's why I'm using a kind of lower level Digimon, I guess. Or not lower level, lower tier, I suppose. Lower stage, whatever it's called. But yeah. To actually min-max blue stats, it's best to have a lower level Digimon, or not lower level, I guess, just like basically you use an in-training Digimon or a baby Digimon, because their stats are lower, allowing you to kind of put in more blue stats. Does this actually help you? No. This isn't actually that useful, honestly, because you can just go to your farm and just do training for like 10,000 yen. So in this case, if I were to go here and fight like Lord Nightmon a few times, you know, just for a few minutes, it's really fast to just get a good amount of yen, I guess. And also I don't have Beelzebub's like he's not optimal for this. He's just here for fun because I was testing him earlier. But yeah, when you have your stats max, it doesn't really matter how you do it. So blue stats, as you can see, requires you to cap like everything multiple times to the point where it's actually kind of ridiculous and not particularly useful. But yeah, after fighting Lord Nightmon like 3 times, that's going to be 100,000 yen, which is pretty much enough to cap out a just completely cap out a skill, or not skill, cap out a stat for most mega level Digimon. And then we have the idea of using, let's see, let's go to setup, I guess. The next min-max step is basically just you want the right personality and personality skill. So for personality skill, I have stout strength here, which, let's see, comes from, I believe it was like friendly or sociable or something like that. I think it was friendly, right? So it's a skill here. And then I went ahead and changed the personality to Brave because if you go to agent skills, we go here, there are these little sun things. These are basically just personality specific boosts. So with Brave, your attacks ignore 3% of the target's defense for each agent rank, and I'm agent rank 10, so that is 30% ignore defense, and that was like pretty much the best thing I could get, I guess, for a personality. And there is intelligence version of this somewhere. I'm not sure which one it was, but it's somewhere where you will get the same amount of like spirit ignore, which is basically just magic defense, I guess. So there's that idea. So the best skill, I believe, for magic attackers, there isn't an equivalent of Stout's rank, I don't think, for magic attackers, but you have combo, or yeah, magic combo, which is the best because it allows you to recast magic attacks or something like that. And that makes the best thing you could do for like your Digimon. I guess you would have to train it in the farm to kind of change its personality or whatever. But once you do get the skill you want, you basically just change the personality and you cap out the stats, and you end up with a hulking beast like this. Worth mentioning, I guess I didn't really point this out, but this Beelzemon is ridiculously cracked. So if we go back here, that was 10,000 damage. This Supreme Cannon here is 13,871 because it crit, whatever. Okay, let's see if I can get Beelzemon to act. Beelzemon acts next. Great. Okay, so Supreme Cannon has 100 base power and it has a 200% modifier, right? So this is just with Brave, 13,000 damage on a crit. Def Slinger, also 100 attack, but this is 100% modifier. So that does 8,393. So the actual amount that Omnimon is hitting for is like around 6,000 basically, and then that gets multiplied by 2, so it's like 6,500 or something on a crit. Beelzemon is hitting for, what was that, like 8,000 or 8,500, something like that, without crit, so it's like several thousand higher. And when we throw in multipliers, like it really adds up, right? So if we have 2x and then like 3x multipliers with these numbers, so let's just assume we change Beelzemon out, but we just keep the personality skills and whatnot. So that'd be like, we probably hit 8,000 base regardless, because that's just the normal, I guess. Multiply 8,000 by 2, 16,000 by 3, that would be 24,000. So yeah, I mean, just getting the type matchups and shit, yeah, that just goes really hard, I guess. So yeah, that's just some min-maxing stuff that I haven't really seen mentioned anywhere regarding this game. Well, stat maxing, it should be genuinely impossible to cap out your blue stats, although like it genuinely doesn't really matter. For the late game, it doesn't really do anything for you because cap stats are cap stats. But yeah, you can't max out blue stats in the sense that that there's a limit to what you can get with the blue stats, because you just stop gaining blue stats at some point. Which, I mean, honestly, I think kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.